A person's bicycles along the city street shown by always traveling south, then east. So that means you're going south, then east, like that. All right. Find the number of possible routes from X to Y, X to Q, Q to Y, X to Y to Q. And then we're going to write to the nearest tenth of a percent, what percent of the routes from X to Y pass through Q. So, for the first one, we're going from X to Y. So again, goes south. So it's down 6. So that's 6. Heard of down south? Okay. 6 south. And then going to the right here, that's 8 east. Now that adds up to 14. So that's your total. And we're using this formula here. So that's going to be your number of permutations of things not different. So that's going to be 14 factorial divided by 6 factorial times 8 factorial. And just use your calculator and you're going to get 3,003 routes. Okay, that's this one. Now the next one, X to Q. So going, we're going to go 2 south and 5 east. That's a total of 7. So you're going to use 7 factorial divided by 2 factorial times 5 factorial. That equals 21 routes. The next one's Q to Y. So for that one, we're going 4 south. So this is south. And then we're going 3 east. So let's write that down. 4 south, 3 east. So that's a total of 7. So it's going to be 7 factorial divided by 4 factorial times 3 factorial. That equals 35 routes. So that's that one. And D, X to Y to Q. So for that one, we're going to use parts B and C. So we're going to use these two. So that was 21 routes from X to Q and 35 routes from Q to Y. So all you do is you multiply these two. That's using your counting principle or your multiplication principle. So that's going to be 21 times 35. That equals 735 routes from X to Y via Q. We'll say it more like that. All right. Now the last question is B. To the nearest 10th percent, what percent of the routes from X to Y pass through P? So let's duplicate this page. All right. So for that, we know every route from X to P. So here's X. Oops. X. And then P was... Okay, I had to write these down. So for basically, to do this problem, we have to do from X to P, cover 7 blocks, which are 3 south and 4 east. So there are, and it's 7. So that's 7 factorial divided by 3 factorial times 4 factorial. So that gives you 35 routes from X to P. Okay, similarly, we have the same thing going on with this one. So we're 3 south, 4 east from P to Y. So this one was from X to P, and then from P to Y, that's going to be the same thing. 7 factorial divided by 3 factorial times 4 factorial, which is 35 routes. All right. Therefore, total, that's going to be 35 times 35, which equals 1,225 from X to Y via P. There are 3,000 from A, 3,003 routes from X to Y. So that gives you, when you divide out, you're going to get the percentage. Let's do this on the next slide. So to get the percentage, you're going to take 1,225 divided by 3,003, which is approximately 0.4079. Or you could say about 40.8% of the routes. So this is going to be of routes from X to Y pass through the shorthand this P. So this one. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.